Well, happy hump day to all of you out there. It's the middle of the week, and when it's the middle of the week, what better to drink than some bourbon? Actually, any day is a pretty good day, but with it being Wednesday, naturally you can tell we have a Booker's on the table. And there is, as with all of them, an interesting story with this Booker's. My name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are Your Bourbon Journey. So here we are with this wonderful bottle of Booker's. We acquired it the same day as the Knob Creek 21, and we didn't even know it was out. We had heard nothing about it being released, and lo and behold, we walked in, Knob Creek 21 bingo. All of a sudden, what's this? This 4 from 25? That can't be. It was this year. Cool. Rebecca is going to share the story about this, and I am looking forward to it because I have no idea what it is.
Booker's 2025-04 is called the Phantom Pipes Batch. This batch is based on a mystery of sorts, a maze of pipes discovered in the rafters of the Boston Distillery that led nowhere. As it turns out, those phantom pipes were remnants of Beam's Master Distiller Booker Noe's restless tinkering, an engineer's playground born of determination, creativity, and dash of good old-fashioned stubborn genius. As Fred Noe said, Dad was always connecting one thing to another, chasing the next great idea with whatever he had on hand. Those pipes became a symbol of Booker's way. Not always the easy way, but the right way to make bourbon. This is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. The mash bill is 77% corn, 13% rye, and 10% malted barley. The youngest barrels in here are 7 years, 6 months, and 15 days old. Comes in at a very lovely proof of 126.4, and the MSRP is 110. It was released in November, and as Wayne noted, we acquired this on December 5th at the Jim Beam Distillery. We're big Booker's fans. I'm excited to see what this Phantom Pipes is all about. So this is kind of funny to me.
That's a funny story. And when you were saying that, I just picture Booker Noe up there putting these pipes together that have seemingly no meaning and no purpose. And lo and behold, it's led to this guy.
And it's at the Boston plant, which is where they do huge percentage of their production. You would think the Claremont plant is that because that's where everybody goes to their tours. And there's a lot produced there. But the Boston plant, which isn't too far away, is huge. And they don't do tours there. I would love to get in there sometime. Just saying, if you see that, just let us in. But I can just imagine what that looks like, looking up and seeing these pipes that don't actually connect to anything.
I'm thinking of the Boston plant, but it's more than a feeling.
There's a beautiful color on this. The youngest is like 7.5 years old, but there's probably some older stuff in here too. It smells like Booker's to me. I know that sounds silly, and every Booker's is a little bit different. And there's people that don't like Booker's anymore. They're over it. I'm not over it because I love a good story, and this is a pretty good story. And I love a great bourbon, and it's always a great bourbon.
I think it's enjoyable. I think with anything, there's the possibility over time just getting sick of it. And the consider fact that they release 4 a year, I can get it. But over the last few years, I've enjoyed it. And Booker's was actually the very first bourbon that I liked. Long story with it, I will not tell it on the channel. But Fred Noe knows it.
I'm getting nice, bright caramel, cinnamon notes. I said earlier it smelled like Booker's, which is what I often get is brown sugar,
Yes.
cinnamon, caramel. To me, it's a quintessential bourbon smell with high proof.
I've always felt that Booker's is what bourbon is supposed to be. If there's literally the stamp of bourbon, this is it. Honestly, this is what I think of. Maybe it's my bias.
Well, and it's got some fantastic legs forming, which means it's going to have good viscosity. It's going to feel great when it hits my mouth. So we need to make sure it's hitting my mouth pretty soon because look at that. I'm loving that.
Let's give this a try. Cheers to Booker's
and Phantom Pipes.
Phantom Pipes. Cheers.
Tastes like it smells.
Now, I do get the peanut aspect on the taste more than I did the nose. Matter of fact, that's the first thing I get.
Rarely get the peanut on the nose, though.
I don't. Sometimes I get it on the taste, sometimes I don't. This one, I feel like I've walked into Texas Roadhouse and they've thrown peanuts all over the place. And that's what my mouth's going to.
Because I'm still getting that brown sugar and cinnamon. So if you took the peanuts and you put them on a baking sheet and put brown sugar and cinnamon on it and put them in the oven and roasted them and got them really toasty, toasty peanuts with brown sugar and cinnamon, that's what I got here. Sounds good. Put a little Booker's on top. Just saying. I love cooking with bourbon.
She does. There's an intense sweetness on the back side of this. And normally I don't get that sweet punch in the back. Usually it's finishing to pepper or leather or something like that. There is a sweetness back there. I'm really curious. I've got to figure this out.
See, for me, I agree with you, Wayne, but I think the brown sugar is going from the nose to palate to finish. And I rarely get brown sugar that does that. Usually the brown sugar on the nose switches to caramel and then switches to something else on the finish, but this is being very consistent for me.
I agree it's brown sugar because that is one of the things that I got initially on the nose and kind of on the palate. And
Got a lot of cinnamon too.
Following through. And it's a mix. It is a blend of both. It isn't one following the other. It's together. And that togetherness is going all the way through.
And it's toasty. Normally when you make cinnamon toast, you don't use brown sugar. But if I were to make brown sugar cinnamon toast and get it super extra crispy in the broiler, this is the flavor. Because there's a toastiness to this too. I'm getting this like char goodness on the back end as well, which is making me feel like butter, brown sugar, cinnamon, put it on the broiler. It got really crunchy almost and charred, and then you ate it. We've kind of had this ongoing discussion because some people are not fond of Booker's anymore. I still love it. I will say this though, we do this whiskey of the month. It's never performed well in our whiskey of the month. I don't know why. It could be that it's so consistent. We find it consistent. Sometimes it has little nuances that are a little bit different, but it is Booker's. But for some reason, maybe something else is more special that month that it doesn't perform as well. That doesn't mean we don't love it. We feel bad that it hasn't made it to the whiskey of the month as a winner before. This is a very traditional bourbon experience. If you put it against something that's unique and a one-time release, I think it has trouble performing with that. We will keep buying them. We will keep buying the 4-year for Booker's until I just really can't drink it anymore.
Yeah.
What do you think about this one overall?
I like it. I think this is good. I think it's consistent. I do think Booker's is a consistent brand.
Consistently good, and we like high proof stuff. So if you're not a high proof person, this probably wouldn't be for you. But I want to speak to the proof for a minute because this is 126.4. It's not drinking hot at all for me.
I would buy it about 120.
Yeah. Now we will in January. December is packed for us with doing the flavor our calendar. But in January, we do plan on doing a Booker's blind of the 4 releases. We've already done our Elijah Craig. If you missed it, our ABC releases Elijah Craig has already been released. So go check that out for what one we picked blind. And we're going to do a blind of this as well. So we think that's a good thing to do for the series stuff.
Yeah, it'll give us opportunity to figure out which one we like the most.
Plus drink it again. That's the best part.
I don't remember the first 2 of the year.
The nose is really sweet on this. I like the nose a lot. It's very good. Phantom pipes. How funny is that?
Hopefully someday we could get in there.
I'd love to check it out.
I don't know, I have to beg Fred. I don't know what I'd have to do to get in there, but we'll see. But we'd like to conclude this with a shout out to Fred and Freddie. Booker's, you really got me into bourbon. This is my very first bourbon that I enjoyed. And I really like Booker's. And if you are a fan of Booker's, this is a good bottle. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button and always remember to drink responsibly. Today, drink some Jim Beam Booker's. I don't believe you will regret it. Cheers.
Cheers.